All right. I just realized that as I'm studying, prepping, and getting excited about Mercury retrograde, I'm doing some digging and I realize, oh, like last time I documented my Mercury retrograde was towards the end of my sister's life. It was Mercury retrograde in Virgo. And she said something to me. She said, I actually am really inspired by Tam's documenting of Mercury retrograde and I want to share more of my life. And she did. And she documented some things of her life, though I do wish that she had had time for more. In fact, as I'm documenting the waxing and waning of Mercury through its cycle, I realized that it hit its sort of apex from switching from the morning star to the evening star literally the day before she died. And I don't know, there's something about that makes me really emotional, that, you know, she sort of just left this earth and went to heaven. So I don't know what this next Mercury retrograde will be like. It's moving through the sign of Capricorn and a little bit in Sagittarius, which I think is helpful because I think Sagittarius, that fire can bring a lot of vision and perspective and hope to what can be very rigid and practical and like goal-oriented of Capricorn. So I am excited to dive more into that, and I have some ideas coming through of how I can help myself and others really take more advantage of this. I feel like Mercury retrograde is this underutilized tool that God has given us in the cosmic clock of helping us reevaluate our thoughts, and not just our thoughts, but the things that we choose to create with our thoughts. And sometimes life gets away from us and we get really busy. Things get out of sorts and life just sort of like does its thing. And then we're like, wait, where did that time go? How did I not stay focused? And I feel like Mercury retrograde is this 3 to 4 times a year in different sign energies opportunity to evaluate how we are thinking about different parts of ourselves and our different parts of our lives. And so I'm excited to sort of educate more on that as we go through this Mercury retrograde season. I'm not sure, like there's a lot in my head as far as like the details of Mercury retrograde. Yes, it's retrograde from December 13th through actually January 2nd. But even though it's retrograde for those few weeks, there is more to it than that. There's a bigger story at play, and that's usually what happens with astrology. There's always something more happening than just the little snippet that we tend to look at. So look for more videos coming on that, and maybe some more resources and tools for you. If you are interested about Mercury retrograde or how Mercury retrograde will impact you, I would encourage you to check out my Soulshine membership. We will be talking about that in there, but that's where you really dive into understanding how to read your birth chart, how the transits apply to you, and the nuances of all that. I also have a free astrology cheat sheet for you, and I would love to get this resource into more people's hands. I feel like people who are striving or who are, let's say, confused or like, what do I do with my life? Astrology is a wonderful tool and resource for like seeing things and connecting the dots and having inspiration. I feel that is divinely guided and helping you to know, not to predict your life, but helping you choose something better, choose something different because you are more informed of options. You're more clear, you see it differently. And that's, I think, a gift. I think a gift of our Creator to see life and ourselves and others through the lens of His creations, the stars. So hopefully you'll join me for more Mercury retrograde content, as well as, just learning how to live and love ourselves more completely and wholly as our Creator does for us.